Hey everyone, and welcome to another explainer. Today, we're going to unpack a biological process that basically dictates almost every single aspect of your health, your recovery, and your longevity. We're talking about inflammation. But instead of just demonizing it like we usually hear, we're going to break down exactly how your body's alarm system works, why it sometimes glitches out, and most importantly, how you can take back control. All right, here is our roadmap for today's explainer. We've got the body's alarm system, acute versus chronic inflammation, rethinking injury recovery, the anti-inflammatory diet, supplements that fight inflammation, and finally, lifestyle, sleep, and chill. Let's dive in. Part 1. The body's alarm system. To really get this, we kind of have to fundamentally shift how we view inflammation right from the jump. See, inflammation isn't inherently the enemy. Actually, without it, even a tiny paper cut could be incredibly dangerous. I want you to think of your body like a giant building, and inflammation is the fire alarm. When there's an injury or some kind of infection, your immune system pulls that alarm. It rushes emergency responders, specialized cells and fluid, straight to the site to start the repair process. So that telltale redness, the warmth, the swelling you get after, say, spraining an ankle, that is just your acute alarm doing exactly what it's supposed to do to protect and heal you. Part 2. Acute versus chronic inflammation. Now, this brings us to a pretty critical twist. What happens when that protective alarm glitches and just refuses to shut off? There is a really sharp contrast here. Acute inflammation is this short-term, highly localized superhero. But chronic inflammation, that is long-term and systemic. It is literally like a fire alarm ringing constantly in the background, keeping your entire body in a perpetual state of high alert. And when those inflammatory chemicals just stick around forever, they actually begin attacking healthy tissues. That slow, systemic damage is linked to a whole host of issues, things like heart disease, diabetes, and autoimmune disorders. The systemic toll of a stuck alarm is honestly surprising. We usually think of inflammation purely as, physical joint pain or swelling, but chronic inflammation secretly impacts our brain and our mental health too. A constantly active immune response can heavily influence depression, anxiety, and mood disorders by completely altering how our brain processes stress and emotion. Plus, it totally disrupts your metabolism. If you've ever dealt with really stubborn weight fluctuations or this deep, lingering fatigue, well, your immune system might be working overtime fighting a non-existent threat. This throws your hormones completely out of whack, and it can lead to totally unexpected changes, like stubborn weight gain or even rapid weight loss. And man, it wreaks absolute havoc on your digestion. Chronic inflammation can trigger frequent gastrointestinal complications. It throws off that super delicate balance of your gut microbiome, which then, of course, only compounds the full body stress. It's a real vicious cycle. Part 3.